show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
It's time for the NFC Championship, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Giants and the Rams on Sunday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
To head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58. It's NFC Championship time. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well in order for his team to win.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Stafford. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he's got it. 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll run on first down with Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. First run now for Kyren Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Giants' 33-yard line.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Stafford going to give this to Akers. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Stafford on 3rd down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, we would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll work down inside the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And some room to work. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. 10-7 our score after one right here. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. A give up the middle to Akers. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here. James has got it, complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Under a heavy rush and down he goes.
Tay Crowder
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillan. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
From the 41, Stafford, and he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they do so in possession of the lead now, thanks to the effort of their defense.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. 1st down, Rams.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, it's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. So I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
Second and a yard. Stafford looks to throw again. Incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 here when it gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Stafford on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. So an incredible turn of events there. The final play in the half results in a blocked field goal return, and the lead changes hands with zeros on the clock.
Can you imagine the confusion going through the brain of the head coach right now? Because it changes the pep talk, doesn't it? He's ready to go in and read them the riot act. Instead, all of a sudden, he's winning. What does he say to the team now?
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs who are heading to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. He'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee from 17 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And New York set to take the field. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Running again with Barkley on second down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll set up to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And New York set to take the field. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. James has got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll go again here with Akers. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants now down by 8, a little over a minute and a half remaining. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet?
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll
try and run it in. And he will get in. The two-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Stafford now to throw.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
Now Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now out come the Giants.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 106 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go. All already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
On the give, this is Akers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So CD in the postseason, they obviously get the chance to answer that touchdown from a bit ago, but how do they set aside that pressure of knowing that their entire season is coming down to this series?
What a great question, and I don't think that they set it aside. I think that they confront it, and they've done it throughout practice time in preparation.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day, because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.
Another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro?
want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion. Get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me. Cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
It's alright, man. Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked, don't find it. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They